He needs to repair the command center, but there's just not enough SCVs, so the command center goes down. He's got a few tanks there, but I think if he really wanted to sacrifice those Hydras, he could have taken out those tanks. He's going to choose to just fall back, and he really can. He's done the damage. He's taken out that fourth base. That's all he really needed to do. And now he's really sealed his economic advantage. I mean, it's 5 bases right now versus 3. 6 gas, I believe. Actually, never mind. There's just minerals at that base, but 5 gas still. Absolutely ridiculous amount of gas, and I'm really surprised we haven't seen more tech units. He's just massing tons and tons of Hydras, and it's really all he needs to do, to be honest at this point, is just get tons of units. Oh, nicely done with the burrow and the drones. Good call there. I think he's still well, for some reason he didn't kill that one drone that didn't burrow. That's kind of weird. It was in the extractor when the burrow command was given, and he's getting a 6th base. Wow. So now HyuN has the advantage, but Iris is not out of it yet. He can still prevail in this situation. I'm surprised he didn't put his armories next to his turrets and his main. That would have been a better place to put them, a little bit more protected place. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Iris isn't. Look at that minefield. That's just disgusting. Iris is not out of this yet. He can still prevail. He can still turtle and get his 4th base going. And I've seen it happen before, where Zergs have just had a ton of bases and a mech army, especially if you can get those maxed. If you can get a maxed mech army, and if you can get those full upgrades, it is just so powerful. A maxed mech army with full upgrades is, I mean, there's just almost not enough minerals in the game for the Zerg to throw at that kind of an army to really win. Especially on this map, because there's not a ton of expansion. Well, actually, there are a decent amount of expansion, especially if you can get that top right base. Iris doing a good job harassing the minerals here. Look at this, nicely done. Several drones killed. Those vultures definitely paid for themselves. Planting that minefield and then taking out several drones as well. Excellently done. HyuN is not going to feel that too much, though. He's got enough bases he can re-drone up pretty quickly. But anyway, so Iris is doing just what I said. He's actually playing very protectively, playing very defensively, and he's getting actually, wow, he's got the 4th base up. He's already going for a 5th. He's got the extra minerals. He figures, why not? Why not build some command centers? Here he comes in going for a huge attack here. He's going to try and clear out the minefield. Scourge running in. There's just too big of a minefield, and unfortunately he doesn't have his tanks really in the best position to take advantage of that minefield. The Hydra's just going in and just chewing up the mines, and here he comes in. He's trying to push in. Finally, the Overlord's coming in, trying to drop on top of those tanks. They drop a lot of Hydras in the midst of those tanks. They're going to be able to take those tanks very quickly. The tanks go down, and this may be game right here. Iris's defenses are breached, and those defenses were spread out to try and protect 3 of his bases. And now look at this. Those turrets that were just perfectly placed to hold things back. All he needed was maybe a couple tanks behind there, and that would have done a lot more, but just nothing left. He tried to push out too far, and again, Iris being greedy, trying to push out too far and spreading himself too thin, and trying to hold an open position. This is exactly what happened against Stork. Tried to hold a large open space with not enough tanks, and tried to get too greedy, and tried to do that so he could take extra bases and just out macro, in doing so just got overrun by a superior force, and there's GG from Iris. Wow, so HyuN is going to advance. Berserker gets berserked out of the MSL, and HyuN is going to advance to the MSL. So nicely done by HyuN. Very well played, getting his revenge for game 1, where Iris beat him with a kind of a timing attack, and in this case HyuN comes back and just says, you know what, this is what happens if you don't kill me in 10 minutes. I'm gonna just completely out macro you. And so nicely done. I think that's why Iris was trying to put out, again, just same as with Stork. He was trying to push out to try and take those extra bases, because he knew he was getting out economied, and he needed to get some extra bases to get in there. And unfortunately, he brought those overlords along, and the minefield did nothing. So HyuN was able to just bypass that minefield, which Iris was counting on to be very cost efficient, and it didn't work out for him. Anyway, so HyuN advances, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this whole set. It's been a fun set, and thanks very much for watching, and GG.